Hi everybody, I just kind of want to do a small video of kind of what's in my stash. A couple years ago, a friend of mine, his dad was going to throw a bunch of his older kits away, and asked me before he threw them away if I'd like them. And I said, yeah, I'd like to have them. And this is one of them I treasure a lot. It's the metal flake Dodge. It's somewhat painted, but it's an old kit. And it's not too many of them survived. And believe it or not, it's all there. And it was molded in metal flake. And it's one of them things that I'm going to very treasure. And his dad painted it in the late 60s, early 70s. And he was just going to throw a bunch of these away. I've got a bunch of old AMTs, and this is in the pile of them. Some of these boxes are just worth ridiculous monies. I've seen this box here go for $75, and just having the whole kit is the no end to me. Worth the no end. And I'm just going to show you my top 5 worth to me in my stash. When I started modeling, this is one that I built. I got a long time ago, the Bad Dreams 56 Chevy. And I got it years, and it's got a paint job on it, but it's just one of them things that you search all your life for. The decals aren't all that good, but I searched and searched for this kit, and the decals ain't that good. But one of these days I'm going to rebuild this and make it a show stopper. And you guys know that I like oddball stuff. This is the Jimmy Flintstone bread truck. I got this at a show a couple years ago, and the guy from Skilled Dreams, and he's not in business anymore, but he's got some stuff, and once in a while he pops up and sells some stuff. He gave me a really good deal on it. One of these days I'm going to make a frame for it, and it's going to be like a mobile paint vehicle. I like oddball stuff. In November, a dear friend of mine passed away. These last 2 are part of his collection. I'm very honored to have these 2 kits. That he was a big collector of stuff, and these last 2 were part of his collection. I searched for years to get one of these, and he happened to have one of these. The Superfly. Every time I come up with the money to get one, and I was just out of my reach, and when I come up to div up his kits, nobody wanted this, and so I'm very honored to have this. He passed away this past November. He was a dear friend of mine, and I miss him dear. I really miss him dearly. The other kid, this was his favorite kit. He sorry guys, It's tearing me up talking about him. We searched for 3 years to find this kit for him. He didn't want to spend a whole lot of money for it. And this is the IMC Volkswagen with the small block. We went to Pennsylvania and Indianapolis to find this kit. Every time it come up, we made a drive for it. It was either too expensive or it just sold. The month before he passed away, it come up for auction at the little auction house at our town, and he said no matter what, he was buying it. He said, don't buy nothing, I might need your money. And he ended up buying it, and I ended up getting it. This kit's pretty rare. When these pop up, they go for stupid money, like 150 to 200 bucks. Open, missing parts. You get one sealed, they're like 250 to 300 bucks. And I'm very honored that his family gave it to me. Every time it come up, he goes, "Come on, we gotta go." And we drive, Indiana and Pennsylvania and wherever it was, and it was too expensive that he wouldn't pay the money for it. And when this auction came up, he said, "I don't care, I'm leaving with it." He ended up leaving with it, and I'm very honored that his family gave it to me. They knew what that kit meant to him, and every time we used to go trying to hunt it down for him. Well, that's my top 5 in my stash, and hopefully you guys will do your top 5 in your stash. That's your gems of rare kits or whatever. Some of them might not be rare to you guys, but they were meaningful to me. And like the Jimmy Flintstone, I know you can get them all day long on eBay, but it's meaningful to me. The Superfly, they're hard to come by. That Volkswagen is very hard to come by. But do your top 5 that's in your stash that's meaningful to you, and or rare that's in your stash. I'd like to see what you guys have. You guys have a good one. We'll see you soon.